Hi guys, this is Lloyd from Bizzfo. We're going to do a two-part video. This is part one, and what we're going to cover is how to actually do a month end or close your month off within Bizzfo. So let's get into that. The first thing we want to do is we want to make sure that our inventory and all GRVs are captured. Without capturing GRVs, we are not able to track our stock. And we are also not able to have a accurate GP. So GRVs are quite important. When on the inventory screen, we want to click on a Hive sync. Although Bizzfo syncs with the Hive automatically, this is just to ensure that the sync is done and all the relevant data has been pulled in for our inventory. Once our sync button has been clicked, we can move over to our purchase orders. And the purchase order screen is quite important, naturally, for your purchase orders going out and also for your GRVs that was captured on the Hive. So looking at this screen, it's split into two sections. The top part would be my active GRVs that still needs to be processed. Processed meaning I would click on process. Let's use this one. Click on process and then actually click the process button. But in this case, all my GRVs have been processed. So there's one sitting over here, and that just means a GRV has been created on the system and this item has been put into stock. So this check is done. We're happy with this one. And then what we're going to cover in part two is the actual stock take, how we do stock takes. But I'm just going to leave that for now. So we continue with our month end checks. Let's go to our account section. On account section again, we want to do our manual sync. Again, this is automatic, but just to make sure that we do this month end. What this sync will do is it will pull in all our general ledger or bank transactions that were posted outside of our system, and it will also pull in any invoices generated outside of our system into our profit and loss. Let's go over to our back office screen. So I would recommend you obviously check the data as as you captured it, so it might look familiar. And then a quick check on our profit and loss, and this data all seems fine. Then what we can do, and this is the important part of the month end, we have now the ability to email or export all the data. So I'm just going to go and click on this button, export all the data, and we're going to do it for August. That's fine. So what the system is doing now, it's exporting all the data either in PDF or Excel formats, and it will ask me if I want to email this data. So if you've got an external accountant, once a month or at the end of the month, typically once you've checked your stock, your GRVs are in, and you're happy that you've captured all your data, you would now be able to send this data. So it's asking me, would you like to email the account export? Yes. And then it's asking me if I want to send a custom email address. I'm going to say no. So what it means is that it will send it to my default account, and from there I could send my data to my accountant. Perfect. So let's just quickly have a look what this data looks like. So this is the zip file that was sent, and this is my bank. We've got cash up totals, we've got income statements. The important one I want to go through is your inventory snapshot. So what this is doing, this is a 12 box. This is what I've actually got in stock, and it will calculate my stock holding, and this will also be saved. So it's quite important for your open and your closing balances to have the stock holding. So in a nutshell, just to recap, these are the two important things you want to do with your month end. Ensure that your inventory is sorted, ensure that all your accounts are captured, and once done, export all your data and you're good to go.